Log into your personal Facebook account, you should see something like this. You'll have a stream of content in the middle from your family and friends, and occasionally mixed in, you may see an ad. To the right, you will see some information. This may or may not apply to you. There, I am tracking some ads that I'm running, but it also gives you some personal events and trends, news and information, and then some additional ad space here in your feed. On the left-hand side, you'll see some of the favorite places that you visit, and for me, I have a lot of different client pages in that space. When you visit your business page, it may look just like this. It may be lacking that little gray bar at the top. We're using the Facebook Business Manager at this time, and it's not available to all brands, but I don't feel comfortable showcasing the back end of a client's profile, so I just want to demonstrate what our page, some of these features from our page. So from your page here, I can see that I am acting and operating as blank page because of this here. It says posting as blank page consulting. If I want to switch to another page or to myself, I can click this drop down and switch to another profile or act as me personally. When I'm ready to post, it's just like you would post on social media. And if there is a link that you want to share, you can first type it, and then Google will process it and pull some images from it that you may want to use in your post. The reason that we tend to want to do something like this as opposed to just the text, it's kind of twofold. Facebook prefers that you are utilizing what they call the link preview feature, because then anyone that interacts with your link, they can measure that data and use it for advertising and other purposes on their side. That's whatever you want to think of it. Some people are really disturbed by that, but it is what it is. And so it's been said that Facebook may give preference to people that are using this link preview feature and allowing them to track that data, meaning that they're allowing their content to be shown more frequently. If the images that pull up aren't something that you want to include in your post, you can hit this X and pull them out, and here you'll see that it's no longer highlighted as the third image, and you can upload a replacement image. You can also click on the titles here before you publish it and change them to make them more enticing. Once you have this link capture preview here, you can delete the link and enter your post. If I wanted to tag Google in my post, instead of just typing Google News, I might type at Google and let it pull in something that's suggested, and then hit enter. And now you can kind of see that it's lightly highlighted, and Google will get a notification that I mentioned them in a post. The benefit to you as a brand by doing that is that if your post starts to get some traction, it will also be shown to their audience. It won't automatically be shown to Google's audience, but if the Facebook algorithm picks up on some activity from your post, they may start to show it to the person that you tagged or the people that you tagged audience as well. And to be more specific, you can't tag individual people, but you can tag brands as one brand to another. So once you think that your post is ready to go out, you click this drop down if you want to schedule it for a future date, or you can go ahead and publish it whenever you're ready. As with all other Facebook posts, you have some additional options here to add some emotion, a location, to pre-schedule it, or to narrow the potential newsfeed audience, meaning that you want to have the people that see it within your followers be narrowed down. And that's something worth playing with. If you have a small audience, though, you probably don't want to restrict it any further. On average, statistically, as of the recording of this video, around 3 to 5% of your total followers will see a post at any given time without some sort of boosting or artificial promotion or some sort of organic push on its own. So not a lot of people are going to see any individual posts. In fact, just like, I don't know if you guys have ever heard this saying, we say it a lot at the office here, the cobbler's son has no shoes, meaning that the man that makes shoes and is a crafter and that's his talent and skill, so often they neglect their own when it comes to their talents. Our page is a bit like this actually here on Facebook. We post, we just haven't put a concerted effort, and for good reason. We have a presence here because of family and friends for the most part, but because we do serve other businesses, our focus may be LinkedIn and Twitter more than Facebook, and so you're not going to see a ton of enormous stats here. This is not our primary focus. But again, let me scroll down to a post that we did recently. 19 people were reached of our 720 followers for this particular page, so not a huge amount of people statistically speaking. If we want to see how things are performing on our page, we can click on Insights, and it's not going to publish that post. That's now been deleted. And we can start to look at some of our recent statistics. We talked earlier about the idea of creating your business goals and mapping them to specific measurements that you're looking for. Here's where you're going to find your performance on those measurements. By default, Facebook only shows about 1 week of data, but if you need to go back farther, you can use their export and get a CSV or Excel file with all of your data to dive into. If you want to promote a post within Facebook, again, you've got a really low organic reach on your own, then you can click over here in the promote area and go to Ads Manager and do some targeted advertising. Facebook makes it really intuitive and simple for you to go through this process. They're essentially making you think through the same things I would make you think through. Why are you doing this? And who do you want to reach? How much do you want to spend? What makes sense for your business? So I recommend that you spend some time going through here. You can get extremely targeted. And there are a lot of tools that we'll delve into in future classes. But here, I just want you to understand the very basics. If you have one post that you want to make sure that every visitor to your page sees, you can choose from this drop down here to pin a post. I've got it pinned now, so I could select unpin it if I wanted, and that will be pushed toward the top of your post. One other thing that you can do to assist your company in getting a little bit more organic promotion is to switch over to your own profile here on the desktop and like your post. No one's ever going to love your business as much as you do, so you need to promote it whenever you can, and that's just one small thing you can do, and it'll be shown to some people in your audience based on your activity. I'm going to go back and show you a bit of my own personal feed and discuss some of the promotion and how that works out. When people are utilizing Facebook and they are attempting to just use it for their own personal needs, obviously they don't want it to be completely clogged up with advertisements. And for that reason, Facebook serves up ads to people as in here and here, but in a limited capacity. So you may go 4 or 5 personal posts here in this stream before you run into another ad here in your news feed. You've got some static ads that play here most of the time, but they are limited spots because otherwise you may have nothing but ads, and Facebook wants to make sure that their users have a good experience. So that's just a quick overview of Facebook, and we'll move on to another tool next.